Good morning, guys and gals. This is your host, Joe, Life with Yosef, Summer 24, Extravaganza. Oh, God, number 20 or 21. I knew, and my memory is just having a rough time here. I think it's number 20. And I'm in front of the Clamoya Casino, which is in Chiloquin, Oregon, in Klamath County. This is sovereign tribal land of the Klamath tribes, which is a confederation, let me get this here, Jesus dude, which is a confederation of 7 tribes that have banded together to consolidate their government. So I got, hold on. Way off in the distance here, or sort of in the distance, is their travel center. And I've gotten Mexican food in here twice, and it was actually really good. Hold on. As I walk into the casino here, the cafe opens at 8, so they have blue corn tacos, which are really good. I got those twice, and I got 2 quesadillas both times, and they were good. And I had some pinto beans and rice, and that was not quite as good, but good enough. I'm not going to throw it out, certainly. So we're going to walk into the casino here. We're going to do a restaurant review, and we'll see what's next. Well, I'm going to tell you, I made a separate restaurant review, but this is going to be a little bit different footage. They do not allow any photography in the casino, including in the cafe. So I managed to surreptitiously film my breakfast, and you'll see that clip. But would I eat here again? Oh, absolutely. The chicken fried steak was scrumptious. Did I get excellent service? Yes, I did. Even the security dude who kind of took a peek in my bag, and I affirmed that, dude, I understand that, I'm on sovereign land. I'm a guest. I'm not going to cause a problem, and you're watching me put my camera away. So they were really, really kind here. They certainly know how to put a good breakfast on, and having a smoke-free casino. I've always wondered why more casinos don't do this. Now, I will say, as I'm talking about this, I can think of 2 casinos I've been in. One was the Silver City on the Strip in Las Vegas, and this is like 30 years ago. And I think I have a picture. I'll see if I can't pip it in here. And it was a circus property, and it was like really for the budget-minded gambler. And we took my grandma in there and let her play penny slots, and she was happy. And the other one, I can't think of the name of it, but I mentioned this on one of the clips. I was in Reno for the tournament last year, and they were south of the Virginia Street Bridge, and they tried to go smoke-free, and so the 2 smoke-free casinos I've seen have been unsuccessful. Now, I have noticed that there's starting to be maybe a mild push. I think the Plaza on Fremont Street has a pretty separate non-smoking area. The problem is, at least for those like me who are so deathly allergic to cigarettes, is you can't even walk into a casino without smelling like smoke, and then the smoke's on your clothes. And that's one of the reasons I really stopped going into casinos, because I just got tired of smelling like cigarettes. I will say, as I'm babbling here, 2 minutes and 15 seconds into this clip, that I saw something a few months ago that an ADHD person talked about how they loved being in the casino because of the dopamine stimulation of the lights and the sounds. And I realized, holy cow, dude, that applies to you too. I love walking through the casinos. There's nothing like it. And now I understand why, because of the audio and video stimulation, which gives me dopamine as I walk through the clubs. Now, I haven't gambled really hardly at all in forever. When we lived in Coos Bay, I think I talked about this on the clip when I was in Coos Bay. I I didn't go into the mill. I never gambled. I haven't gambled in, I can't remember the last time I sat at a blackjack table and bought in for $100. And craps is the least I could find is $5. And I told that story on the Reno clip about, I bought in for $200 at a $5 table, and within 10 minutes I was walking out the door. Me and the she-devil, I was busted. So, all of this, the Las Vegas and the Nevada casino industry has pretty much priced people like me out, and it's a business decision. Now, they're certainly making, their take is certainly exponentially record-breaking, hand over fist every quarter, so it's not like they're missing my money. And I will say, 20-plus years ago, when my brother married my sissy, we did the bachelor deal at a Harrah's outside of, oh God, where they got married, the capital of Kansas. Lord help me, my memory is mush. And even 20-plus years ago, the minimum craps buy-in was $10. And it's like, no, but you got 40 people at the craps table buying in for $10. They don't need my $100 buy-in. So anyway, I gotta say that the food here was good. Well, hold on, let me stop this and see if I need to redo this or not. Hold on. Let me just say that the food at the cafe was scrumptious. My chicken fried steak was awesome. My service was excellent. It was $21. I tipped another $10 because bluntly, I have enough money to. I understand the minimum wage and tips. I've got nobody to leave my money to. I don't care. I have, I'm not rich, but I have enough to make my ends meet. I'm not virtue signaling or bragging. I just thought, it's just not that big of, $5 is not that big of a deal to me right now. And I got good service, and there you go. So for this Life with Yosef part of the video today, I absolutely recommend eating at the cafe at the Clamoya. If you like slot machines and you want a smoke-free environment, this is your place. Now, we've got a fairly long day in front of us, so we're going to get to it now, and we'll see what's next. I forgot to mention on Extravaganza number 19, I had Dude groomed. Look how good he looks. Oh, I love this dog. I left him here in the truck, and I'll talk about that in the truck. But, boy, when I come back, he's sitting up at the console just wagging his tail, and I open the door, and he just licks my face. God love him. He's such a pup. Anyway, there we go. When I checked into the RV park in Salem, I asked if they knew of a dog groomer to recommend. Excuse me. And it turns out that one of the desk team, Stephanie, lives at the park and does grooming on the side. So she wasn't there on the Monday, but when I went in on the day that I went to Burgerville, I talked to her, and we set up an appointment for last Sunday, and she came and got him, and we chatted, and I gave her the full background. I don't know his background. I don't know how old he is. He seems to be calm, and so she picked him up, and she did a really good job. I mean, with a poodles, you gotta pluck their ears too. So she plucked the ears, trimmed his nails, gave him a bath, gave him the type of cut that I want, which I don't want a poodle cut. I want a straight buzz like my head is buzzed. You see how stylish my hair is, and it's cooler for these dogs too. So he just looks so handsome. So if you 1010, if you're out in the Salem area and you want your dog groomed, even if you're not staying at the Salem Premier RV Resort, Stephanie, who works there, I think did a great job. I think she charged me $55 or $60, and I gave her $80 because she did such a damn good job. So that's our dog grooming review, and now we're going to see what's next. Well, as I'm in the locomotive on Oregon 62, I'm heading west, I guess. It kind of makes a big C shape. There's a couple of stops I want to make. I've made them before. I haven't been here in a while. I'm going to Crater Lake specifically. And I've been to Crater Lake with at least 2 of my wives. I can't think if the She-Devil and I ever did, but we may have. You know my memory's mush. And then there's a geologic formation where the river runs under the lava. I can't think of the name of it because, I never can. But hopefully we'll get there today, too. I ran some mileage day before yesterday. Should be okay. I do have the National Parks Pass, so I don't have to pay the entrance fee because I've already paid the $80 for the lifetime pass. As long as I don't lose the card when Charlie and I went to... God, dude, your memory. Hold on. Jesus, I'm having a rough day. I'll have to pip it in or text it in, or maybe I'll remember. Petrified Forest in Arizona. I bought the $80 pass there. So Charlie, as a disabled veteran, gets the free forever pass. So God love him. There you go. Not only did I forget to point out that I got dude groomed, but I didn't make it to the steam up on last Saturday. Nathan asked about this in the comments of 19 of Extravaganza 19, and a Loki's gift, I woke up, I felt good. I looked at the schedule of events. I thought, okay, I want to be there by about 1 o'clock so I could see the parade. And by 11 o'clock, I was back in bed, and that was it for my day. So I did not make it to the steam up. I was just too damn sick. It happens. It's happened before, and until I could get this somewhat corralled, it's probably going to happen again. And it happened yesterday because I didn't get out of the house yesterday. So I did make it to the steam up, but there is right here in Chiloquin is a railroad museum, and they give these little train rides like Weeks Park in Hayward has. And I called them yesterday, and Train Mountain it's called, and it's a pretty complex place. I'll if I remember, I'll put a link in the descript. And I called yesterday, and Joyce said that I'm going to have to talk to the conductor to see if I'm too big and fat to ride the train, and if I could bring Dude with me. Now, if I can't bring Dude, then I may not come up in the summer. Now, they have 2, these Saturday rides are run by a separate deal, the Klamath and Something Railroad. And they have a pumpkin ride on 2 Saturdays in October. So I may have to come back for that. I'm not quite... Come on, dude. There's nobody coming. Oh, for Christ's sakes, what are you possibly fucking waiting for? God damn, when you see, when I clip this in right here, you're just going to wonder, what the hell, dude? Anyway, the sign here says that Crater Lake is open. I'm not surprised it hasn't snowed up here yet. It's August. So, I didn't go by this morning. I may go by on the way back to camp. I may stop in tomorrow, or I may just hold off on it for a while. Everything is health driven on this. So Train Mountain sounds awesome, and Nathan turned me on to this. So I'm either going to check it out at least to see if I can ride the rides. And then I suggested to Nathan in text that, maybe him and I need to meet out here. So it's a lot harder for him. He's got a wife and kids, and I don't. So that's that. Now I'm going to talk about the locomotive a touch. I've got one of these key fobs that it's not a true key. And I'm going to make a separate video about this. But I got to wondering how far away I can be from the locomotive with the key fob on me and still have the truck idle and the AC on for Dude. Because as you saw earlier, I went into the casino restaurant and I was going to go for dinner. It was going to be way too hot to leave dude in the coach unless I could, or in the truck, unless I could run the AC. And campgrounds tend to frown on leaving your pup unattended in your RV. And dude is starting to show a little bit more separation anxiety. Even when I go out to hook or unhook or laundry or something, he whimpers a touch. Now, I'm not really surprised about this. Chico had severe separation anxiety. I've mentioned this before. And he's good in the truck, though. You know, when I come back, like at breakfast, he's standing on the center console, wagging his tail, waiting for me to open the door so he can run up and lick my face. So I'm suspecting, with the limited evidence that I have, that dude does have some type of separation anxiety, but not in the truck. And I'll extrapolate that he feels that I will be back, and I'm not going to abandon him. And maybe in the coach, he does feel like he may be abandoned. So anyway, on the Facebook Nissan Titan page, I asked this last night, and I got a couple of good answers. One answer was, the truck will idle as long as I have gas in it, no matter how far away the key fob is. Well, that's good to know. But another guy said, I had made the comment that it's my understanding that you can't drive the truck without the key fob in proximity. And I didn't say this, but a warning shows up on the dash where, you know, the key fob isn't closed, but the truck is still running. Now, this guy said that even if you walk away with the key fob and the engine running, somebody could, you know, smash your window and drive off in your truck. So that's why that I went for breakfast early this morning. So it was, you know, 60 degrees. It's only 71 now. I'm not going to leave them. You know, I left them this morning and it was fine. But I'm going to try this, I think, when I'm in Carson. I'm going to have my cousin walk down with the key fob, you know, 6 or 8 or 10 houses, and I'm going to see if I could, you know, put the truck in gear. I'm going to field test this. So anyway, that's a couple of things that I got going on. One more thing is that the credit union reactivated my card, but they left me a message I haven't played yet, because I told them in the email they're going to send me another card to my cousins, but I said in the email that I want some answers. I talked about this, so I'm going to end up making a separate vlog about this experience, along with whatever they tell me, whatever nonsense that they tell me. I've been pretty irritated about this, so I probably need to wait a day or two until I can manage myself a little better and practice some of Marcus Aurelius's philosophy. So that's a couple of things that we got going on here now. It's about 9:40 in the morning. I'm on Oregon 62, and our first stop is going to be at the geologic formation that I can never recall. But we've been there before. I don't have any footage. I lost the whole Vancouver, BC footage because I'm an idiot. So there you go. And we'll probably put in some road footage here. Not a whole lot, but it's really pretty out here. My God. This is definitely gorgeous countryside. And if you're ever wondering for a place to go, I gotta say, this neck of Oregon is rural and it's nice. So you'll see some road footage and we'll see what's next.